Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of NECA Newscast, the place to see what's going on with NECA and the entire electrical industry. I'm Tom Green. Today we have a special edition of NECA Newscast for you, centered on all of the action that took place at this year's NECA 2008 Chicago. We'll show you the outgoing president, Milner Irvin's last Board of Governors meeting. He shared his thoughts about the 3 years he spent at the helm of NECA with us. Then we'll take you to the Industry Leaders Luncheon, where OSHA received this year's NECA Industry Partner Award. We'll introduce you to this year's new Academy of Electrical Contracting Fellows, who were inducted at the opening general session. Finally, we'll talk labor and management cooperation by showing you parts of the Labor Relations General Session. Let's get started. NECA 2008 Chicago was the most well-attended NECA show in history. More than 300 exhibitors and booths at the trade show, and the number of seminars was twice that of any other year.
There are quite a few things that we want to see. It's like so many. It's like a cornucopia of electrical supplies.
When you can come to one place and see everything, kind of get an idea, that way you can kind of take all your ideas back home and figure out what you might want to do with them.
Milner Irvin has been the president of NECA since 2006. During his tenure, NECA has placed an emphasis on strengthening market share for both NECA contractors and their union employees. During NECA 2008 Chicago, Irvin attended his last Board of Governors meeting as president. We caught up with him as he was leaving the board for the final time.
Yeah, being president is really intense, and it's been 3 years of a lot of work. I travel 100 to 150 days a year, out of town a lot of air miles. So it is really intense, and certainly I've enjoyed it. I think we've made some progress and done some important things, but I'm looking forward for it to being over.
Others from NECA and the IBEW also had kind words for the outgoing president.
I can tell you that he's a true leader, a consensus builder, a communicator, and more than anyone, maybe other than his wife, I know the amount of time and effort that he devoted to the job on behalf of NECA.
NECA owes Irvin a debt of gratitude for his leadership and the direction he gave during these times. We wish him the best in the future. This year's NECA Industry Partner Award goes to OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Collecting the award at the Industry Leaders Luncheon was OSHA's Edwin G. Folk, Jr., Assistant Secretary of Labor.
It affirms what NECA and OSHA working together, the partnership that we've had, that it is working. The statistics show that it's working because of the reduction in fatalities in the industry, I think, is clear evidence of that.
The Academy of Electrical Contracting is a NECA body of distinguished NECA members who gather on a regular basis to study important issues that affect the electrical industry and to develop solutions to problems that member contractors face on a day-to-day basis. During NECA 2008 Chicago, new members were inducted into this prestigious group. They are Daniel Bolin, President, Transtar Electric; Larry Cogburn, President, Cogburn Brothers Electric; James Cornelius, President, Brown and Heim; Greg Eisenhart, President, Owner, Good Electric Company; William Green, Senior Vice President, Chief Operating Officer, MYR Group; Gary Higgins, Vice President, Labor Relations, NECA; Dale Fagan, President, CEO, Prime Electric; David Pinter, President, CEO, Zwicker Electric; James Smith, President, Owner, Jordan Smith Electric Company; Greg Stewart, CEO, Owner, Superior Group. Congratulations to all of this year's inductees. It is members like these that contribute to NECA's role as a leader in not only the electrical but the entire construction industry. Finally today, the Labor Relations General Session held at NECA Chicago 2008 was an insightful look into the current state of the partnership between NECA and the IBEW. Speakers discussed what projects and programs were going on with both groups due to their collaboration and talked about problems that are occurring with locals and NECA chapters nationwide. Edwin Hill, president of the IBEW, discussed how, even with its differences, the NECA-IBEW partnership works for both sides, especially when it comes to benefits for members in both organizations.
I've worked with John Grau and others in NECA to make sure that our NEBF and our other funds were invested in the most responsible manner possible, and they remain 100% funded for the payment of benefits.
I believe there has been a recognition among the leadership of the IBEW that in order to survive and grow, they must change. They must listen to their customers and contractors.
The need for greater communication was also an issue at the head of the day's discussion points.
And this communication problem is a challenge that we need to keep the pressure on, and we intend to do just that.
In a spirit of partnership, we need to have greater communication and cooperation than ever before.
The NJATC continues to break new ground in apprenticeship as our industry works diligently to keep pace with growing demands. Michael Callanan discussed what's coming up in the next year for electrical training centers around the country.
I promise you that the future training and development of our apprentices will include computer-based and web-based delivery systems. I'm proud to tell you that in January 2009, we will unveil a blended learning approach to the outside industry.
Also on the program was incoming NECA President Rex Ferry, who talked about his vision for the future.
So one of the things you'll be hearing a lot from my program the next couple of years is LMCCs. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the key to our success.
That's it for this edition of NECA Newscast. Thanks for spending some time with us. On the next edition, we'll have more on NECA Chicago 2008, because there's just a lot to tell you about. Until then, I'm Tom Green. See you soon.